Hello everyone, here we are for another episode on Wild Rift. Um, I've been playing a bit, just like from 2 to 5, 6 games per day. And there are days where I don't even play. But I actually went to Diamond today. Let's go. Anyway, I'm here to talk about this champion, Vi. And I'm having fun with her, and that's the most important because you have fun, you climb. Just kidding, but could be kind of like that. So actually it's not that bad. The defeats I have are SVPs or close to that, or I have victories with a really high MVP rate. Not counting those two defeats, no one saw that, okay? But look at this. That was good, huh? Anyway, let's talk a bit about the champion.
Let's get cracking.
So I'm gonna talk about the abilities and all that after. I'm just gonna show you 3 builds that I'm gonna go for. I am using mainly this one, which is basically a tank that hurts, that deals damage. That's the main thing about it, obviously. Always flash smite. I've never really had a necessity to play like a smite ignite or ghost instead of flash. Never really thought about it, but just that works really well, and I don't think there is anything better. About runes, for this build. Aftershock, which in my opinion is the best rune for Vi. If you immobile as an enemy champion, any kind of CC, you gain a burst of defenses. A big burst of defense for 2.5 seconds, and then it even deals AoE damage around you depending on your max HP, which is really good. Of course, keep in mind that this has a cooldown, so keep an eye on that before going to the fights. Other runes that you could go, maybe Grasp, but on jungle I don't like Grasp at all. Fleet could be a good option, but later in the game you're gonna kinda regret having Fleet because it's just gonna not have enough value. Conquer is possibly the rune that people just associate the better to Vi, but the thing is, no matter the rune, your job's gonna be the same. Basically, CCing people, be annoying, and the longer you can do that, the better. It's not your job to deal damage, not in the later parts of the game, so might as well commit into tanky runes. I've seen people go Kraken Slayer. I'm gonna explain you later why. About the runes, I'm gonna start with this one, Overgrowth. When a minion or monster is killed, you gain HP. And when you have a lot of stacks, you gain even more HP. That's basically it. Triumph, you get a kill, you gain a HP back. This one can just depend on what you are playing against. Overall, if you don't want to touch your wounds, less 10. Just less 10. Really good. But if you actually don't mind changing things, if you're playing against a lot of tanks, Giant Slayer, if you're playing against a lot of squishies, go Kuda class. Last rune, Bloodline. Really good, you're gonna have a lot of HP with this build, so having Tenacity is gonna work really well. Undifined is gonna work really well. It's gonna make you this annoying healing monster. If you don't want to go for that, go Tenacity, depending on what you actually play against. About the build, the core items that you want to have is Trinity, good for an initial burst phase, good for DPS because it gives you 30% attack speed, it also gives you movement speed so you can stick to your enemies, you have the Shin proc so the first enemy you're gonna actually attack is gonna get quite hurt, to say the least. It gives you even more movement speed from the passive, HP of course, and then basically the core about this build are those 3 items. I'm gonna tell you why. Art Steel, it's basically a demolish and it gives you permanent max HP. It just can stack infinitely, it's crazy. And gives you a huge amount of HP and ability haste. Then Titanic. If you feel like you don't need damage at the moment, or your team has enough damage, you can go to Twin Guard and then go back to Titanic, but doing it by the Sorter is always just okay. Titanic gives you HP, and you gain AD equal to, be careful with this one, bonus HP. Bonus HP does not include the base HP from the champion. So, In this case, the bonus HP is gonna be the HP from the Trinity, the HP from the Heartsteel and the Heartsteel procs, and the HP from the Titanic. And, yes, runes also count, so overgrowth. More HP, more damage. Easy. It's also gonna give you an AoE damage, but that's kinda whatever. In what you want the most, it's the conversion HP AD. It's just good enough. To get the resistances on point, you have the Twin Guard. If you don't need one of the two resistances, just skip to like either Frozen Heart or Force of Nature, something else. But you're gonna gain a lot of resistances, even more the more you are in combat, up to 5 seconds, and tenacity. And last item, it's just, I basically change it every game. Frozen Heart sometimes, I just like go GA. Go GA even before one of those two items if you have a shutdown and you don't want to give it. Third main lift event I heal. Later in the game, when your damage is not gonna be as relevant, change the Trinity to the Gauntlet. More HP, more armor, a lot of ability aced, even more than the Trinity, and well, just a Frost Zone that's gonna slow the enemy. And you're not gonna lose that much damage, just on jungle monsters. Anyway, that's quickly done. Just quickly gonna show you the tank build, just that's pure tank, really. The runes I prefer going it like this, Bloodline, so you are really gonna be annoying on fights. Obviously Overgrowth, Courage of the Colossus, every 10 seconds when you CC an enemy, you gain a shield. That scales with their max HP. And Second Wind because, well, those middle runes are kinda meh, but Second Wind is gonna heal you depending on your missing HP, and since you're gonna have a lot of HP, you're gonna heal a huge amount. Bot plating could be an option if they have a lot of burst. Build. You're gonna skip the Trinity, you're gonna go for Titanic because Heartsteel first, okay, why not, but you're gonna stack earlier, yes, but you're not gonna be as impactful at all. That's why you have to go a damage item first, always. You could go for the Iceborne into Heartsteel, into Titanic. I've tried it, I've not really liked it, so that looks good, just a Titanic Heartsteel. Then, for the rest, it's just like pure tank. Eventually you're gonna get a bit of damage with the Guardian Angel, or if you want the Sterix. Keep in mind that the Sterix is base attack damage, not bonus, it's base, so you're not gonna get that much. But the shield, it's with bonus HP. The shield, yes. But fully tank. Really, if your team has enough damage, just go for this one. The third, I don't recommend it to you, it's an assassin build, just like you go into someone, you burst him, and your job's done. Two things about this. One, you get exhausted really fast. The later the game goes, the more useless you are. You're useful until the 10 first minutes, and sometimes it's not even enough. And later in the game you're just gonna get one-shotted. Okay, you're still gonna be in that CC machine that Vi is known for, but avoid going for that, really. So, abilities. Every third attack on the same target applies just like the stacks, deals damage, shreds, armor. As simple as that. First ability, it's a dash. The more it charges, the more damage it deals. You knock back the enemy champions that you collide with. It also applies your passive, by the way. The shield, you gain a passive that every attack or ability gives you a stack, up to 5. When you use the shield, depending on the number of stacks you get, the bigger the shield is. That's basically that. If you use the shield with max stacks, only with max stacks, you're gonna gain movement speed. The third ability just empowers the basic attack and deals kind of like a cone damage behind, and all of the targets are applied with Vice passive. Ultimate, one of the most unfair abilities in the game. You click on an enemy champion, that enemy champion, unless you use a stasis, won't be able to do anything about it, you're gonna come close to them, you're gonna knock them up. And hitting this ability assures that you can hit this ability, so you might be there for a solid... those are 2 knockbacks, so tenacity doesn't reduce it, just saying. So it can be as unfair as CCing an enemy champion for about 2 seconds and a half. But well, we'll quickly go into practice mode so I can show you some combos. Okay, and here we are in practice mode. So, okay, first of all, ability order. Level 1, you want to get this one because you gain 2 stacks. And the stacks regenerate over time, it gets a cooldown. Level 2, you want the dash. Level 3, be careful, you want another point in there, because you want to full clear until you are level 5, which usually is a full jungle clear plus a scuttle, and you should be 5 out of that. Level 4, the shield, because it's always nice when you are just like contesting the scuttle to gain some stacks. 5, and look, movement speed, see? After that, you should be level 5, full clear plus scuttle, and obviously level 5 ultimate. So, you want to use the second ability, by the way, when you are just like attacking a camp. Okay, the camp is dead, good, so you're gonna use movement speed to get to the other. Keep in mind that when you charge the first ability, see, I'm slowed. But if you use it with the fully stacked second ability, it kinda counters it. 4, 5. Look, I'm gonna use this and charge, and see? Doesn't go as much. If you see the slow, it gets slowed by 15%. And the movement speed from the shield it's about 50, so kinda counters. So you want to use your second ability to cancel basic attacks. Look at the basic attack rate.
A little smash and grab.
See? What you want to do is basic attack, and as soon as the damage goes through, use your Repower D. See? You can even do it faster. You need to be a little closer to the enemy. See? That's basically it. Keep in mind that, look at the basic attack. See? Look at the range of it. If you use this, it gets a little bigger. So you almost gain a dash out of it. Look at that, see? It's almost a little dash there. So, by the way, ability maxing. Oops. Just gonna level up. You want to max out the first ability. So basically 2 points on the third ability and then max E. Max this one because you want to be tanky on fights. Ultimate as soon as the points show up, of course, and you're gonna finish the third. So quick little combos. Nothing too hard. You can just like engage with this one. Do, proc, ult, there. And should be good. If you need this, you can just use this to chase or to just like full combo and run away. You can also engage with the ultimate. One thing that you need to keep in mind is that your ultimate always puts you behind the target. Look where I am, okay? I'm behind. So if your team is here, where I'm standing, you can just do this and immediately do with this. See? Just push the target there. Just gonna align this a bit. Good. A cool thing that I like to do is that your ultimate goes on that target, but all the enemies that are on the way will get pushed. So look at this, for example. You can just do this, boom, into getting this one, and look at the dummies. See? They got pushed away. I can just do this again for you to see. See? You can cause so much trouble in the middle of a team fight, just because you can. Look at that. Boom, on this one. Those two are pushed away. You can do this, for example, to CC the front line into going onto the enemy ADC, for example. And why is the spell unfair? Because there is no counterplay to that. That's basically it. It gets as simple as that. One thing that you need to know is that you can flash the first ability, but I don't like doing it because it's really hard to pull off, even if I am almost rank 200. You can do this. What you need to keep in mind is where the flash goes. Okay? It doesn't matter about the ability, how much you charge, or where you are. No. What matters is about this. If you do it too early, you're fucked. If you do it too late, you're fucked. So you're just gonna look like an idiot and lose your flash and probably die because of it. So if you do this, you need to be on point. You really need to look at the deep of the flash, which is really hard to do. Anyway, we see each other in game, guys. Okay, so we are back. So, for this, I'm just gonna focus on myself, fog of war only to blue side, which is where I was, and I'm gonna just talk to you and explain. I cannot zoom in or zoom out, I don't know why. So, first things first, I always do this, ward the side where I want to go, and start on the opposite. I always drop a ward either on this bush, or on there because it gives a lot of vision, so if I am getting invaded I'll know about it. I am still not used to full clear from the blue side to red, but it's not that bad. And if you're gonna see some little mistakes like this, I either need to smite the first camp, I usually get the buff and smite the second, Grump or Grugs. It's because I look a lot on my map. So, before anything, if we look at the lanes, we're gonna get Shen versus Mundo. Honestly, I'm fine by not going there at all because it's normal that the Shen is gonna win because he has percentage max HP damage. So it's irrelevant. Mid lane, I could go there, but my cannon just came into the game. It was AFK. I wanted a remake, but not in time, I guess. So, bot lane is always a good target. 2 dynamic champions, some more opportunities for you to get one of them. So what I like to do is buff the 4 camps, Scuttle, and the other buff. Why? Because that way the 4 camps are gonna be synchronized. I'm gonna be, every time, if it's like blue to red or red to blue, I'm gonna be just a bit late for the Scuttle. It's a thing you need to know, but when you're Vi, you really want your level 5, so just play accordingly, play chill. There, I knew I was kind of okay because it's Nautilus, it doesn't do that much damage. Still got the Scuttle though, style points. And there, I'm gonna go on the dash. And there goes the flash. And that's a bit overextending, we should have just left. There, I was just trying to see if I could have actually done something, but not in time. Well, happens. This Nautilus is a madman. By the way, this game, I decided to choose it because it's really fun to watch later in the game when we're gonna have 4 huge tanks just like beating the fuck out of each other. I was okay doing that, I knew he was there, but I had a shield. He could never kill me, and not Maliona was there. I don't know what was happening there. Anyway. I don't know what he tried to do. The Shen even ulted. I didn't even thought about it. But yeah. So I just got my red, I'm gonna just quickly check if I can do anything on bot lane. Maybe. I am not seen, as you can see I have the sweeper. Maybe they saw me on the ward there, it's my bad. But there, that's gonna be really unlucky. This Ashe is gonna be really fast, really fast. But at least my Samira got a kill. And potentially a second one. There you go, 2 kills. And the 2 kills went on the enemy Morgana, so it's okay. But well, it was a bit my bad. I saw the Morgana root there, and I thought the Leona would take it, but she stepped back and I ended up by taking it. It's a bit unlucky. This game, by the way, I decided to go for Tenacity on the runes, not Bloodline, which is gonna be a bit annoying, but anyways. Because they have Morgana, Nautilus, Ashe. I don't want to show you this, but I thought the Shen wanted to commit more and then he was just taking the wave. My bad. But he ended up by saving the move because he played really well there. Look at that. He got Nautilus ulted. So he decides to go under turret, take the Mundo with him. And I get my assist. So, it's okay. Not too bad. Meanwhile, the bot lane is not having a good time. Happens. But well, what happens is I'm gonna keep full clearing towards bot lane. I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes this game, but you're gonna see that I wouldn't say it doesn't matter, but like, the games are not lost. Okay, I got a huge lag, I hope the record didn't cut. At least it's still recording, that's good. Anyway, so yeah, I did some mistakes. A lot of mistakes, to be honest. But the game went well in the end, and the game was really fun later in the game. And that's kind of like to show you to avoid FFing. Talking about that, I have a game that's the perfect example of never FF. Yes, I somehow didn't solve the ward at first. That I'm gonna release in some days after this video, I guess. I have two games. One that's a complete stomp, and the other one that is a really hard game. Basically a 4v5. There, we're really unlucky. Nautilus, 1 HP, the Ashe. And look, I flashed the arrow. I played really well, but... yeah, what can I say? Anyways. Jesus, the Mundo popped ult like that. Anyway, the Shen's gonna be the happy one with that. Well, I wanted that dragon, but the dragon is gone. So what I should have done is immediately run towards Herald. There, I wouldn't say I was tilted, but I was just a bit annoyed about the outcome of that, because, well, really low on HP, it's just unlucky. I wanted my Leona to come with me first, but it ended up being okay. There, let's remove the vision. Vi does actually objectives quite nicely because she's a champion that uses Trinity Force really well, and Trinity Force is really good on jungle. You gain the Shin proc, you gain attack speed, and well, let's just fight the Mundo, I guess. Also, something that you might know, of course, when you cast your ultimate, you are invulnerable. You cannot take CC. So if you're about to get CC'd, use your ult. I also love playing Vi like a madman. I have Aftershock and I have Omnifam. So there are no reasons for me to go in when I'm about to die. And well, here I am. I could have just recalled, but I decided just like farm. Just farm a bit. Life's good, right? Anyway. On the bot lane things are okay. Not that okay, to be honest. They are kinda getting fucked, but happens, you know, happens at games. Everyone has them. Not too bad. Okay, 1 HP on the Morgana, that's really unlucky. Anyway, here I am, farming. Here is Shen, just shanning things, I guess. One item that I would like to try with Vi... Oh, there, that's unfair. Look at that. Since when does she have time to use her ult like that? I was on a sweeper and I didn't went on a single ward. So how did she saw me? I am almost thinking that there is still this huge wave of map hackers. But, well, let's not be... yeah, I don't have the word, but... let's not be bad guys and say that she's cheating. No, she just played really well and was really fast with her ultimate. Anyway, I have Trinity, a Kindle Gem, and I already have 2000 HP. And it's only gonna get worse. Top of all, Ashe is an ADC that just doesn't deal that much damage. She's just there for the slows and the CC. Anyway, there's a random fight, let's take it. There you go, goodbye Akali. Goodbye Mundo. We got some random kills there. The cannon was there. I thought I would take that arrow, but cannon did and cannon died because of it. She thought I would go back, by the way. No, I won't. I don't like going back on Vi. Even if I have 1 HP, I wait for my Aftershock and I go in again. Look at what I'm gonna do. Pay really close attention to that, okay? In the slow motion. Look at what we are doing. Look at what Ashe is doing. She is trying to take the minions for us not to take the turret. So what I am doing now I am charging my first ability. She can see it. She is walking away. Meanwhile, look at the turret. And I'm not even thinking about going there. I love doing this. It's just a really simple bait. Just like, careful, I'm gonna go in, but no, I'm just not. I'm gonna do something else. And the enemies are gonna be afraid. And I have 1000 HP. The turrets are gonna melt me if I go in. But she still went back. By the way, this game had like 3 or 4, I think 4, of the biggest wet noodle fights ever. Just like 4 tanks fucking up each other. I love that. That's probably one of the reasons why I love Vi so much. She has mobility, she has CC, she has reasonably good damage, and her passive shreds armor. And with HP stacking, I am just close to unkillable. I thought about going in, but let's just say that, yeah, unlucky timing, right? Weird. My Leon ended up paying the price, my bad. Anyway, Shen, just doing Shen things, not dying, taking one people on the grave, I guess. Nope. Anyway, here am I. Still mid, still yet to recall. I'm just gonna skip this because Ashe is gonna be annoying purse. I'm gonna step alight, shall I? And there. When you come out of base, you can always use your first ability, it's okay. And there, I'm gonna do yet another mistake. They have vision behind. I have my art still, by the way. So, from this moment on, I love fighting. Fighting is stacks. Stacks is HP. The more HP, the more I can stay on fights. The more I can be annoying, the more damage I can deal. The more everything about everything. Pay attention to what I'm gonna do. You remember the trick? Look at that. I went on the Mundo to go on the Ashe with my ultimate. And I almost killed her, but there you go. I got 2 art steel stacks out of that. Or just 1, I don't know. Got stacks. Anyway, the thing is too small, I cannot see it. Nope. Not quite. Just 40, I think. I don't know what that is. I cannot see anything. Yeah, okay, I guess. Here am I, still laying on the floor. Let's just get this one. That one's good. And there, if you buy the Titanic in second, go for the HP first if you have already art still. Look at that, look at this freaking fight. Just, we're beating each other, we're stacking art still, we are just taking no damage. There goes Nautilus, is forced to flash out, Nautilus is gonna be there again. Meanwhile, we get killed somewhere else, but me and Shen are having fun with Mundo and Nautilus. It's already the second stack I'm getting on Mundo. There you go. We just beat each other up for about 30 seconds and one person died there. But I got my stacks. Anyway, that's just not gonna be interesting. Shen actually pinged the Baron, but it's a bit risky. We have HP, we don't have that much damage. Let's just farm a bit. No, I didn't saw there was a ward on the bush. This one, by the way. No, I did. So it's a bit risky. If you're a jungler and you're seen on the opposite of where the big objective is, start running towards it at least. I saw that they were not on it, so I could recall. And get this thingy. That is really nice, it gives HP and some AD. It's always better than the Sunfire. And there, yup, there you go. Have fun Akali, another Art Steal, and another one on Mundo. And another one on Nautilus. And potentially another one on Morgana. Oh, little dodge. Oh, I didn't mean to dash that way. And I already have a shit ton of HP. There goes Shen, so I go in to protect him. And here am I. And I was fighting all this time because of one thing. Art still works. There you go. I died from the Ignite. Last tick. Annoying. On boots, by the way, always go for Gargoyle. Doesn't matter what build are you going for, go Gargoyle. Eventually you could go Stasis if you go for the Lotality build, but again, I don't really like it. Just Gargoyle is really good, and it scales with your HP, so you're gonna have a huge ass shield. Well, for now the game is going a lot of back and forward, but the game is gonna last only 5 more minutes. And oh boy, that just puts a smile on my kid's face. She went a bit deep. But it's okay. The Kalan is in a killing spree, it's fine. And now if we kill the Akali, which is the case, we can go Baron. Yes, the Nautilus is alive. But who cares? If Nautilus would have a good outsmite, okay. I'm gonna go on him, gonna use my ultimate to lock him down a bit. Good enough. Couldn't get my proc of art still, it's a bit unlucky, but anyway, that's life. Getting rid of vision. And focusing Baron. Now, they are gonna come, Shen is tanking them all. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, I still have about 3k HP, and I have a shield. So why should I leave Baron? I could do it alone now. Nope, no one saw that smite. No one. And the flash on the wall, and another art still tag. Gotta feel good about it. Giving a little kill to the Samira. It's always nice. We can ban that dragon, just gonna take the blue first. Because why not? It's always better to farm. Farm, farm, farm. Since I'm playing with overgrowth, but I cannot see the runes here. Even if you're full build, keep farming. There, I won't give an absolute fuck about anything else but the dragon because they're on soul point. And I really don't want them to have the Infernal Soul. They're gonna get a lot of free damage and burn. There you go, Smite. Have fun, Akali, you even bring me on top of your Ash. And let's steal a nice little camp. As soon as you can. When you push a lane that deep, instead of just immediately recalling, just try taking one camp or another. And now that I'm playing with Overgrowth, I have one more reason to. Look at that, there's a fight, so here am I. Look at all those signs, all those art steel blocks, they are beautiful. Okay, Stacy, so I'm gonna go to the next target. The ADCs are not having fun this game. Look at that. Art steal, shield, art steal, shield, shield, art steal, shield, Shen shield. You missed the taunt, happens, it's okay. Here he goes. That's so funny, look at that. I wish I would have recorded the scream. IRL. Before I recall, let's take the red buff. Let's see how much gold do I have. Enough for the Titanic, right? Now that I think about it, I should have farmed more camps. Maybe I have both items, or close to. I should have farmed one more camp, I think. So I'd finish the Titanic and have the Twin Guard. Yeah, I thought about Cleaver, to reduce the resistances, and to help my Samira deal damage. Because the Cleaver reduces armor. I don't know who the fuck did that. Who the fuck just left one chicken? That's not nice. And another fight and more arts. There you go. Feel free, there you go. CC it for ages. Till you end the fucking dies. Happens. Tough life for the Sash, actually. Look at the damage. Look at the damage that I am taking. Here am I, me versus my Nautilus, while the Ash is just by the fucking model. Meanwhile, I focus on Elder. It's okay, it's good enough. So, I really like what the Shen is doing. It doesn't have that much damage on objectives, so he's zoning out. If you're playing something like a Nautilus, support, a Leona, or a champion that doesn't really deal objective damage, zone out enemies. If you play an Ahri doesn't have much damage on objectives, so zone enemies out. It's the best thing you can do. While your team does it. Most of the time, the jungler, later in the game, the jungler and one other person is gonna be perfectly enough to do the objective. So zone people out. Don't just like try to dash a bit of DPS at the risk of giving the position. I don't mind taking more time doing the objective as long as I'm safe. But what the Shen did here was really good. Just completely blocking this entrance. Anyway, we're going back, we're going to Baron. Meanwhile, let's see how my HP. Almost 5k. That must be a lot on the Titanic. Ashe no ult, really good. So, even less CC. By the way, about boots, always go defensive boots. This game I decide to go for Mercury's because, Morgana, Ashe, Nautilus, yeah, no thank you. I'm going on Ashe, and there you go. Have fun. The most unfair spell in the game. Possibly the most unfair spell. And even though I have almost 5k HP, did you saw the slap on the scuttle? Fun fact, I should have went back just a bit. Can I? I don't think so. Oh, my game's lagging, so I guess I can. Wait. You could see that Nautilus was behind the wall. Pay attention, I don't have vision. And let's say the Morgana put the sword. Okay, where is the Nautilus? Listen carefully. See? The sound, it's the heart still starting to stack. Why is the heart still proccing? Because there is an enemy behind, as it is the case, if you can see. There you go, see? The Nautilus now has an art still, and that gave me the information that he was behind the wall. See? This little circle, that's the heart still. And there I was sure that Nautilus was there, because Mundo has an art still, but he's there. The only other person that could buy it is actually Nautilus, so that's basically it. And there, I'm not focused on anything else. I just let the Shen do his thing. He's CCing enemies. Meanwhile, the team is running away from the Mundo. And I'm just there, living my best life, just beefing up Baron. The cannon helped the Shen. I just went back a bit just to get my art still proc on the Mundo, and I secured the Baron. There you go, that's how you do it. And now, if we get 1 or 2 more kills, we win for sure, so I'm just gonna flash like an idiot. There you go, look at that. Pow! That's beautiful. I love it. One of the reasons I love this kind of games is to play tanks, to never die, to just take damage from it. Look at that. What do you want to do if you're Ashe? What can you honestly do? Anyway, there will be 2 more games in another Vi video. It's gonna come soon on the channel. Until then, thank you guys for being there with me. If you have any tip, anything you would like to add on the video that I forgot to mention, any question, any curiosity, or just leaving a thought, just because. Guys, thank you one more time for being there with me for another video on Wild Rift. We see each other for the next one. Till then, consider leaving a comment, a like on the video if you like it, or a dislike it if you didn't. But never forget about it. Stay the way you are. You're amazing. And see you guys. Fun fact, the damage I took this game. Anyway, see you guys.